Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Vobes show, live from my kitchen. Hence, no music, no opening title sequence. The setup down here is
very basic.
Very basic. Now, first of all, we hope that you can hear us. We had a few technical issues because Google decided to sign me out of my account just when we were streaming, which was a bit odd. But we are now here, and the reason we're here is because Mark Burgess sent me some apples.
What, these apples?
Yeah, those apples.
How'd you like them apples?
How'd you like your apples? So we thought what we'd do today is make apple pie and cook them and eat them. I've never made apple pie before. Have you?
No.
No. So we're going to...
Definitely pie we're making, not crumble.
Not crumble.
Not crumble pie.
I've also got some in here, some frozen fruits of the forest. Blackberries, cherries, blueberries.
Are they loganberries? The big...
Oh, they might. They might be.
That looks like a loganberry to me.
Yeah, they might be loganberries. I thought loganberries were big raspberries.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think they're big blackberries. Anyway, apple crumble, yummy. Sound a bit AM radio, but that's fine. I'm afraid the audio is being picked up. I have no mixing desk
From
down
a
here.
webcam.
It's just the webcam on top of my computer is doing the audio, so apologies for that. But it's something different. I didn't want to derobe the whole studio and bring it downstairs.
No. I mean, it was slightly different.
Just go there for a moment.
It was slightly different when your studio was just next door to the kitchen. We just had a few steps between kitchen and studio.
So now you should see, I can't see because I've got no idea.
Yep, that's the Essie
If you
there.
can see the Essie,
Yep.
it's lit, and we're going to be using the Essie to do our cooking. Now I don't know if that's back where it was.
Nope. Up, right a bit, left a bit.
Somewhere there?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Cool beans.
And then do
A bit more to that way.
just so yeah. They're staring at the back of the screen otherwise.
That way? Or
No, the other way, the other way, the other way. A little bit more. There.
Cool.
That'll be better.
Excellent. Marvellous. So yeah, sorry about the audio, but you know, what else can we do? Thing is, what we can do is we can take your calls. It will be in
Very
the
basic.
old-fashioned way. You ring us, and
We'll put you on speakerphone.
Yeah, we hold it up to the microphone. So we've looked at a recipe, and it's quite complicated.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is two things. We're going to make.
If you've never done it before.
Yes, if you've never done it, and I've never done it. Did you say you've never done it before?
Yeah, I've said I've never done it before.
I'm glad.
Did you say you've never done it?
No,
before?
I'd never done it before.
never
Have I said that before?
I don't know.
No.
Have you?
No, I've never said I'd done it before.
Anywho.
Anyway, I think we've got the necessary ingredients. So what we've got is some plain flour. We've got to make pastry, you see. So we've got some plain flour. We've got some sugar. We've got some butter.
Salted butter.
And we've got some lard. We're doing Delia Smith's recipe, although of course you can chip in and help us out. So what I understand is we've got to make pastry, make it up, shove it in the fridge for a whilst we pre-stew, just a bit al dente, the fruit. Then we roll out the red carpet, put the pastry what do you call it when you've turned it into pastry?
Pastry.
Yeah, or dough, is
Pastry
it
dough.
Yeah, pastry dough. And onto the tin, which I have bought
Procured.
specially for tonight's show at £3. Said £2.
Pushing a boat out for tonight, aren't
Yeah,
we?
that boat's well and truly gone. It said £2.50 Morrison's on your shelf. Got to the till, said £3. I didn't have time because I suddenly remembered about 10 minutes before we went live. We hadn't got one, so I was unable to argue with them. So I think we've got everything. So
First of all,
yes,
pastry first, isn't that right?
yes.
Because that needs to then spend 30 minutes sitting in the refrigerator.
I said all that. Any interesting comments?
Any interesting comments? Yes. Lord Jeffrey Harrison says, "Hold on, going to get the wife. She never could make a crumble." Well,
We're not
she's
making
gonna
a
learn
crumble.
tonight. Station Master's Choice said, "So tonight we have the lovely Julia and her glamorous assistant Richard, or should that be the other way around?"
I think
probably
so.
the other way around.
Yeah,
The glamorous Richard and his assistant.
exactly. There we are. So according to the recipe,
Sean James Cameron also says, I'll be on standby to buy an apple crumble to be delivered just in case.
yes, please. we do one of them wobbly screens and then have the text come up saying sometime later.
Star swipe.
Star swipe. Over there on the Essie is a pot. Careful, it might be hot. I just did that because it was wet. Is it still wet?
Still damp.
It's still damp. That's what I was going to put the flour in to weigh it out. So we need to
Dry it.
Because otherwise the flour will be stuck to the bottom.
Oh, we don't want that.
Crumble would be easier and wouldn't need to chill it. Just saying. Yeah, thanks, Linda. If you could have been here a bit earlier, that would have been great. By the way, Linda Kane very kindly sent me this personalised gift that says so many books, too little time, and a lovely card. Can't remember which is Linda's card now. Here we are.
That looks like a Linda card.
Look at that, lovely card.
Beautiful.
Belated birthday. I mean, it was aimed, the postman was late. Hope you have a great birthday, Richard, but include a little relaxation or reading. No chance. From Linda, hope your postman's...
I think your postman is going to be busy.
Official reader of cards.
That looks a lot like the Hanukkah.
Does look a bit like that, the Hanukkah
no
tunnel.
Idea. It is! Tree tunnel to Hanukkah windmill. Woo! I got it! I got it! Have a little closer look, see.
There you are. I've never seen it look quite like that, but...
yeah, I think that's probably been filtered a little bit.
Do you think it's a photograph?
And it's at the right time of year as well.
Oh yeah, December. So
actually,
this...
it looks like a crossover between summer and winter, autumn, because you've got all the leaves on front. Anyway, so this
one is another card. I'll let you read it because I mess it up.
Dear Richard, thank you for all that you do and the joy you bring to many. When I am next in Worthing, I would like to meet up with you and buy you lunch. So, have a wonderful day. Do not overdo it. Best regards,
Anne Eastwood.
Ah.
Thank you so much, Anne. Yes, do come over, have a pot of tea with the old Vobie one-eyed Kenobi. We'll get the lovely Julia in. And finally...
Happy birthday. Oh, and just one more thing. Keep an eye out for the new cat. Apparently it's more cunning than most.
And who's that from?
That is from Davey Vad. Richard, have a good one from Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Funny.
Very kind. We didn't mention those on some of them that didn't get mentioned on the show. But the other time we mentioned them and didn't mention them.
Yes.
You know where I mean.
Yeah.
Right, we've got to crack on because this is going to take a bit of time. So what we need, hang on, I need to get the recipe.
Recipe.
So we're going to use, what did I say her name was? Linda McCartney's vegetarian
Delia.
sausages. Oh yes, that's right. Delia Smith, Fanny Craddock's old...
Betty Crocker's
old knock... what?
Mr. Kipling's.
Mr. Kipling's exceedingly cunning. So we want 110 grams of plain flour plus a little extra for dusting. So
right.
I've got a weighing machine.
You've got a lightweight thing to put on it to put the...
Yeah, that.
Oh, no. Probably lightweight, but yeah, lovely.
I know. I do.
It's dry now.
It's excellent. So we press that to 0 it.
Okay.
So there we are, madam. Do you want a spoon?
Can you use a spoon?
Yeah, it's it.
Okay.
Come on, kitten. Oh, and I've got a sieve. What do I do with a sieve? I bought a very expensive £1 sieve, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh gosh, you've really,
I pushed the boat out.
gone to efforts today.
Can you see the numbers?
It's about, how much did you say we need?
110 grams.
110.
I don't know how much pastry that makes because what we've got to do is get a bit on the top and a bit on the bottom.
Too much.
That's 145.
Yep, it was 170 something a minute ago.
Oh, right, okay.
128, getting there.
Yeah. I've no idea how much.
112.
100, that'll do, won't it?
Yeah.
100, because it said a little extra for dusting. I don't go around my house.
It's 111 now, but whatever.
Well, it says 109, 110. Shove a bit more in, because there's something going on a bit here.
Something not quite right here again.
There we go. Marvellous. Now, I do know that what we've got to do is take the flour. Is everybody all right at the back? We don't need that now. Well, we might do for the butter. We've got to take the flour.
Sieve it.
and put it in here, but not like that. And she says sieve from a great height so that you air it. So if you would like to pour that into the sieving thing, we're going to go from a height. La 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 la. It's snow, look.
Yeah, all over the table.
Well, how can you do it from a great height?
I know, that's
without...
why I wouldn't have been able to stomach doing that, but...
Stomach?
Stomach, yeah. But you know, it's not that big a mess.
No, there we are, that's ready for next year. So, we've done that. What else does she say? Oh, hang on, let's have a look at the comments, because people might be saying we're doing it all right.
And this could be messy, says Colonel Cragratty.
Oh yes,
Julius,
it could.
the apple of Richard's eye, says Michael Whitebleasure. Yes, we're all right here, Richard, says Ron Langley. We used to do that with asbestos as kids.
What,
Says
sieve
Sean
it?
James Cameron. This could all end in tears, I fear, says Linda Kane.
Excellent. So, now, add the lard and butter into smallish lumps. We need 25 grams of lard and 25 grams of butter.
Butter and lard.
Now, you used to buy butter, didn't you, with it marked out? And you just went...
Yeah, the ones I get usually have markings on one of these edges.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Not this is because it's
Not
cheap,
this
you
time.
see. This is made
No marking.
from apple crumble.
Right,
See?
let's go. 25 grams, you say?
Yes. You have to zero that like that. There we are. Unless you
Okay.
move it.
Let's go for that. That looks probably about 15. No, that's 25 grams.
25 on the nose.
Holy hay.
Holy hay, holy hay, holy hay.
Little celebration dance.
By the way, your drink is just down
Oh,
there.
thank you very much.
We've got. We're drinking to be in the mood. Not apple juice.
Not alcohol. Apple and elderflower.
Apple and elderflower. We'll have the prosecco is still upstairs, thanks to Sean James Cameron. We thought we daren't get too tiddly on tonight's show.
Or at all tiddly.
Or at all tiddly, because you've got to drive home
Yes.
this time. So, we want 25 grams of the old lard.
Stick that in there then.
So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, no videos. No. We've got to chop them up into bits and knife
Right.
it in. She said. Oh, you want somewhere to put it?
Basically, I can just slit it, stop it there.
I'll give you something.
Okay.
I have the technology
I'll just stand here holding the butter. La 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 la. Flappy Goose, I can't believe it's not butter, but in fact real butter. Pardon?
Yeah. So now we're at the same skills of 25% lard.
25 grams.
Oh yeah, 25
lard.
grams. Whilst you do that, I'll show you a magic trick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, my head is still there.
Did you want to just test the machine?
Is that it's
25
just,
grams again?
It's set to 25
Really?
grams.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Shove it over there. Oh look, this is actually marked. This one is marked. And look, you did more or less take 25 grams off, so...
Good eye, apparently.
And that accordingly says it is. So, well done to you.
Just
Now,
curious.
yeah.
112, yeah, okay. I was just checking it wasn't just always going to say 25, because that would have been...
We can ditch that for a minute.
Yoink.
And we can ditch that, but
Yoink.
don't, yeah, I was going to say, don't put that on the Essie.
No.
What have I done with that special towel? Right, next up then, lovely Julia, is add the lard and butter into smallish lumps. Now cut into smallish lumps
What?
the lard and butter, and then take a knife and begin to cut the fat into the flour. If you're trying this at home, ladies and gentlemen, don't.
Make sure you know what you're doing.
Yes, we haven't a clue. You remind me of Johnny Craddock, says the Vobes show. Thank you. Michael White says, I wonder if Dr. Frankenstein set out to make an apple pie. If he didn't, we could tell him how. And Sean James Cameron says, this is what happens when you don't send videos in. No, we did get some videos, but I'm afraid...
You'd already decided that this is what we were going to do tonight.
Yeah, so the videos will be on Wednesday. Also, the theme of Send Us a Picture Of is, we didn't tell you what that was, so we're going to tell you what it is.
And yeah, we'll have them sent in for Wednesday, please. And it is, what's your favourite treat? Yeah, pick me up, midweek pick me up.
So that could be a drink, or it could be a cake, it could be a food, whatever picks you up. in the midweek. We want to know what it is. So send your pictures of or a video to richard@vobes.com, and that would be fantastic. Now it's time for another magic trick. Nope, my head's still there. Never mind.
Yeah.
One day I'll do that. And anyway, so that's all good. Colonel Cragratty says, with the sums being calculated in a haphazard way, how will this come out, or will it get stuck? What are you on about?
Kerry Baldwin says, I find Delia's recipes too overly complicated.
Yes, we're finding that. Right, with a knife. Notice how I'm giving you all the instructions.
Yep.
Now,
With a knife.
sous chef, with a knife. What does it say? Knife it in. I don't know what that means. Basically, cut it in. I think she says cut it in. You are welcome to give us a call on 0793 4746 790.
All at once, I presume.
All at once.
Both the lard as well.
Oh, just shove it all in there. I'm sure it's not going to make much difference. Then all we're going to do is knead it. Shall I do the kneading, or would you like to knead?
You can knead it. I don't need to knead it.
You don't need to knead it. So once we get that all together, we're going to shove it in the fridge. Oh, wait a minute. Do we add any sugar or stuff? No. Pinch of salt. We're going to add a pinch of salt. Where is the salt?
Easier with fingertips.
I'm going to knead it with my fingers.
Yeah.
If I knead it with my fingers, do you want to take a pinch of that?
Don't knead it with your toes, please.
No. So there we got a pinch of salt in there. Now we did see a recipe in which somebody said add an egg, but I thought that's a bit weird. Yeah, lift it up high and muck about with it. So what have we got here? Butterfingers, yes, here we are. We'll find out on Wednesday, says Mr. Brailsford. Right, so I'm going to... Should have washed my hands really, shouldn't I? I did wash my hands. It's alright.
You just want to get people's hair on, you know, people on edge.
I always wash my hands first thing in the morning. But late at night is a different kettle of fish. They're all sticky and horrible.
Your sense of humour is very weird, you know.
Is it?
That's probably one of the reasons I like you.
Oh, you'll have to
hello
do...
phone call.
Can you work out how to answer the phone?
Yeah.
And then work out how to get it on?
Bear with. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, caller. Is that Sean?
I thought that would be a perfect time, seeing as your hands were full.
Yes, thanks. We're shuffling round.
So can everyone hear Sean?
Put the kettle on. You've got to have a cup of tea when you're in the farmer's kitchen.
Linda Kane says gently, it's not bread.
Oh yes, I'm so used to but I'm trying to get rid of the lumps, Linda.
How are you, Sean? You right?
So, it's not a crumble, so what is it?
It's not a what?
Crumble. It's an apple pie.
Apple pie, pastry.
And do we know the variety of the apples?
Oh, no idea.
Not
They grew
the foggiest.
on...
Mark Burgess?
They grew on Mark's tree. I mean, they could be anything. They're crab apples, I think.
They're very early. Mine are still quite small.
These might be a bit tart.
Anyway, I just thought it's a change to see you down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Quite entertaining.
Yes, oh good. Well, as long as it's... Do let us know if you're enjoying the show. Give us a thumbs up and what have you. If you're not enjoying it, we won't do any more. There'll be no shows ever again.
Just don't forget to put the oven on, because I've done a cooking show before, and I forgot to put the oven on until the very end.
Essie's already on.
Essie's on.
I know that much. We saw that light a few minutes ago.
Were you not there at the beginning? I panned to the Essie.
I saw it, but I didn't take it in because I was so
Easily done.
overwhelmed by the situation.
Easily done.
Easily done. Tart pie, that's what we've got. To egg or not to egg, that is the question. Oh, these are dead varieties commercially, says Mark Burgess, whatever that means.
Any idea, Sean?
No.
Dead variety.
He probably bought them in a high street supermarket and is just pretending they've come from a tree.
Well, he says they're dead variety. Does that mean that when we've eaten them, we'll be dead?
No, I think it means that commercially
Maybe they're brown inside.
they're not commercially grown anymore, maybe.
Right, I tell you what I've got here.
What have you got here? You've got a crumble.
I've got crumble but with no
No.
sugar in it. There's no sugar in this pastry. Should there be any sugar? No, add a little cold water. So I'm going to show the camera here a bit closer.
Yeah, Station Master's Choice says maybe a little water. You might end up with a crumble if you don't.
Yeah, that's all I've got here. Is just so I think we might have to add a bit of water to that.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Just what you need for a crumble.
Yes, I'm going to go and get the water next.
Go on then.
Anyway, just thought I'd give you a quick call.
Awesome. I think I need to start peeling apples, don't I?
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I'll just get some water in this water jug.
Excellent.
All the best then.
Thank you, Sean.
Catch you later.
Look forward to the next. Yeah, I'll put the kettle on in a
Put
minute.
the kettle on. Oh, by the way, sorry for being down on the Prosecco you sent for Richard the other day.
Down.
Oh, that's right, because it's not proper champagne.
Sprinkle
I'm not a proper
tablespoon
drinker either.
water, then with a knife and bring the dough together.
Catch you later. Thanks for calling, Sean.
See you, bye.
Bye.
A tablespoon. I never quite know what a tablespoon of sugar is. Not sugar, water.
Tablespoon. Is a tablespoon usually bigger than a dessert spoon? Because that's a dessert spoon.
Yeah, I put 1.5 in there.
Should be okay.
Oh yeah, look, it's all beginning to.
Perfecto.
I don't think there's going to be enough to do the bottom of that and the top.
No.
I don't know what she was thinking, this woman. Look at that. I might have a tiddly bit more, please.
Tiddly bit more.
Water. Half a spoon. Yeah, but maybe a bit more than that. Some sort of generosity would be useful. Thanks.
Chicky.
There we go. Lord
Just do a
Jeff.
top. Oh right, so just put the
What?
put
Just do the
fruit
top.
in the pan and then put the pie crust on
Top
top.
over the top. That's cheating, though, isn't it?
No. It's all we got. We
Yeah,
can't,
it's
we
true.
can't start again.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good
true.
thinking, Linda. Thank you.
I might have it just a tiny bit more. I mean, it's okay, but just I don't want it too liquidy. But it's not going to roll, is it?
No. Linda Kane was just saying if you put sugar in now, as in when it was crumbly, you could use it as crumble.
Oh, I see.
No.
One more bit of water.
One bit of water.
Yeah, it's still a bit. There we go.
I'd rather be stingy and have to add a little bit more.
This
and a
is
little bit
all
more.
pie in the sky. Thanks, Jackie. It certainly feels like it. So we've got one dough ball. That's it. But there would be. We might be able to get enough to do a roof.
Yes. Put a top on the pie.
Still a bit crumbly though. It says sprinkle that, then discard the knife and finally bring it together with your fingers. When enough liquid is added, the pastry should leave the bowl fairly clean. If it hasn't happened, then use your fingertips and add more water.
I think you've done it.
Okay. I'm slightly nervous that it's still just not.
Shall I start peeling apples?
Yes.
Start with this one. Put this somewhere that's not here. Whee!
Right, rolling pin. Says Simon.
I'm gonna have to get the other peeler.
We've got to put this in a plastic bag or something. It says and shove it in the fridge. Now place the pastry in a polythene bag. I don't have a polythene bag. So I don't have a. Oh, wait a minute. I might
Have
have
a bit of
a.
cling film.
No, I might have got a doggy bag.
Another caller.
I've got a caller.
That's it.
Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Who's that?
Hey, it's Richard Suggett.
Hello, Mr. Suggett.
How you doing?
Come to our rescue. I'm going to put it in silver paper.
Okay.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I'm just watching this and I'm reminded of the time I quickly cooked mince pies for a Vobes show.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
And I've got to say, that pastry that you've made, I don't think it's going to go very far.
What, that lump of pastry?
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to wrap it up and shove it in the fridge. Well, we might just make the top. It's the principle that's at stake rather than the thing and the enjoyment.
Well, you can make the healthy version, so that's just a bottomless pie.
I think that's what I think that is the plan. A bottomless pie.
Yeah.
So yes, I remember you brought in your stuff, and we were struggling, weren't we?
I think we did it at my house, that one.
Okay, yes, that's right.
I quickly made the stuff up before we went live and pulled them out of the oven while on the show.
Oh yes, hang on. I'm just going to get the phone near the speaker. There we go. I don't have to hold the phone now.
Yes, I've just seen on the replay what you're doing with it now.
Right. This is all good fun, isn't it? Doing a show in which you haven't a clue what's being seen, what's being heard, and whether the thing is going to actually cook or not. However,
do you ever know if you're being heard?
No, never quite. No. So Julia is now. We don't know what we do with the fruit. What would you suggest with the fruit? Because that's not on Delia's recipe. Her recipe was just to make the pastry. The rest is down to us. So I thought that we'd cut it a bit and stew it before we put it in the oven, so it's pretty much cooked. Add a bit of sugar because these are tart apples,
yes.
and then give it sort of, I don't know, half an hour in the oven until the pastry's brown. Bring out, serve with some fresh cream.
So what I would be inclined to do is peel the apples, take out the core, and then slice the apples, or slice one apple, but the rest chop up and stew. Then in the pie, you can place the sliced apples and then put the stewed apples around it, so you get like a mixture of stewed apples and a whole apple, if that makes sense.
That's a good idea. So we'll keep one apple back, and we'll stew. Yeah.
You might want to. Have you got any lemon juice? You might want to dip the apples in some lemon juice to stop them from going brown.
Oh right, okay. Hang on. Can it be commercial apple juice from
lemon juice?
Lemon juice.
I don't see why not.
Morrison's
We'll
own.
do the same thing. What have you just dropped? Oh, that's all right.
It's all right.
Anything just to stop it from oxidising.
Oh crikey! We don't want it oxidising.
No.
I'll just oxidise it in the saucepan as we do it.
Do you want to finish doing this while I chop the apples up?
Yes.
Should we keep that one as whole afterwards?
Yes. Where's the other peeler? I prefer this peeler.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to that place?
Yes, please.
Now, if anybody likes some free apple peel for your compost heap, get yourself over to the Vobes studio. This is rubbish, isn't it?
I told you that one is better. I've
Is it?
separated that away a bit, so you might find it easier.
I'm going to just slice my fingers off at the same time and give it a nice colour.
Why not?
You've taken the core out, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. We are the sort of fanny. Ouch, Simons. We are the. Oh golly, nearly sliced my head off there.
Why not? What?
Well, there we go. So yeah, Julia's taken the core out. Stew them. How long would you stew them for?
20 minutes, I suppose, until they're soft. It's hard to tell because some apples stew quicker and others stew a bit longer, take a bit longer to stew.
Got that peeled?
Yes, please.
Looking at them, they look like cooking apples, which would explain why they're tart.
Is that not the type of apples that you would have, cooking apples? Because we are cooking with it.
Well, you've got cooking apples, you've got dessert apples, which is a type you can eat straight away, and then you've got cider apples, which are less well known.
The cider apples, are they the ones you just have on the side?
I see what you did there. Well, actually, farmers used to grow cider apple trees alongside the fields, and that's where cider came from. And what have you.
I didn't realise that there was an actual variety for the purpose of cider. Is that they're stronger, so when they ferment they lose none of their flavour? Is that the idea?
They're better for making cider, because obviously to make cider you need a yeast to create the alcohol, and so these variety of apples are stronger with the yeast or have a better reaction, and so on and so on. I've got a variety called Kingston Black, which is a very dry cider it makes, and it's very nice, very nice.
Sounds lovely.
I'm just coring the other apple that you're going to keep whole.
That's nicely browned. I mean, not non-browned.
Lemoned.
Lemons. We've also got this frozen fruit, whatever the hell you call them, fruits of the forest. So, should I be stewing those a bit now? Get them going?
I reckon, get those stewing and then throw the apples in with them once they're up and going.
Have you got boiled water just to stick straight in?
I've got water. It's not boiled.
It'll just take longer, that's all.
Oh, the S is on full blast.
Hello.
So I'm going to pan the camera to the Essie so people can see the messy that we make with the blessed Essie.
But before you do that, hello.
Can you see that? I can't see
Down
it.
a bit, down a bit, down. That way a bit. No,
That
sorry,
looks
the other way.
good.
There we go.
There it is. Oh yeah. We need a spoon of woodenness.
Okay. Oh, you got one. Right.
So that is now steaming away, getting rid of the frozeness. Do you think it needs sugar?
Oh, apparently hardly any water needed.
Oh,
So-
God. I mean, oh dear.
Language, Timothy.
Language we are on public.
I was
Throw some
gonna-
brown sugar in when you
gonna-
stew 'em, says
I can
Sean.
I can strain the water out afterwards, can't I? Brown sugar. I haven't got any brown sugar. What about a bit of I haven't got any demerara, I'm afraid.
Well, I was going to say, if you've got that many fruits with it, you may not need to add so much sugar. So you might want to stew the apple first and just see how it tastes once it's...
That is a good idea. So I put some sugar in there.
That's fine by me.
Yes, well, I'm trying
just
not to,
seeing that bit
trying
come
not to
back.
put too much sugar in.
A hag apple. Linda said.
A hag apple?
Yeah, because of the whole. Speaking of, I need to do this. Anita?
Anita? Who's Anita? It's not very square, is it? Sorry about the camera angle. Right, we've got any apples to go in? We better get those in. Are these all ready to go?
Yep, just.
Bear with us,
Oh,
ladies and
I
gentlemen.
haven't chopped that one. Where did that one come from?
It came in the pan because I put lemon juice on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're not going to stew that one. I remember.
There we
Right.
go. We haven't got to do all the apples. This is Mark Burgess's fault. So if anybody wants to get us to do something, do send us in an object and we'll make something out of it. Hope you're enjoying this. And no doubt you'd like to see what's inside. Look at that. Don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, you can.
Very nice.
That looks nice, doesn't it, already? So, Mr. Sawyer, what have you been up to today?
Well, I've been working today, as always.
Oh, yes. Beg your pardon.
Always getting away work.
Work. No rest for the wicked, eh?
Yeah, tell me about it. But I'm
it's
just
like
putting
cooking
together
now.
tonight's podcast and then be off to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. We've got to eat this thing yet. How are we doing on the time? We've only been going for nearly...
37 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Or thereabouts.
Don't give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the complete and utter bedlam on the show. We can just do something a bit different.
Who's on the phone, says Jeff Mandy? It is the lovely Richard Suggett from the Veg Grower Podcast.
Very good
That is
podcast,
me.
worth checking it out.
Give him a
veggrowerpodcast.com.
thumbs up and subscribe to his channel. That'd be grand.
He does a live show at 6 o'clock on Sundays on the Veg Grower Podcast on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yep. And we usually may not cook it live on the show, but we eat something live on the show.
Yes, usually people.
Children particularly.
Children particularly. Julia is doing the wooden spooning, which is great. So is the sound quality all right? I mean, somebody said it was a bit AM. We're not with our studio mics. I didn't want to get any gear at the risk of breaking, and we're on dodgy old camera. Can people hear Richard Suggett?
What I was hearing, I can't hear myself obviously, but
No.
the sound was
Distorted.
slightly distorted. It was a bit peaking every now and then.
Oh right, hold on a minute. I probably just need to turn it down and that's.
Michael White says, I've got a dead alligator I could send you. Could you make something snappy?
Well, we can make a handbag. Yes, I've turned the volume. It's on some sort of auto volume thing, so I've turned it down a fraction. Hopefully that's a bit better.
Yeah.
Mixed reviews on the sound. Some people saying it's fine, other people saying it's a bit distorted, but
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the distortion, if anything.
that's why I put the phone on the thingy, hoping it might.
Oh,
No.
yeah, no, it's because the volume on that is too high.
Oh, I see.
But that's okay. In actual fact, it's probably better off there because you'll get more volume out of it. Good. How are we doing? So you've been working, and now Mr. Suggett and I are going to pre-walk the Bald Explorer walk, which is coming up on the 20th, I think it is. What did we do before?
23rd? Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I'll pull up a calendar and I'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, I can't remember now. It's the Saturday before the bank holiday. We try to have a monthly walk. Obviously, we haven't been able to do it because of COVID. We've tried to do a monthly walk at the end of each month, alternate Saturdays and Sundays, unless the month has a bank holiday like August, and then we pull it forward a month because people have bank holiday plans. Unless 21st. There we are.
Forward a month or a week?
A week. Did I say a month?
You did.
Never listen to what I say because I never know what I'm saying.
Archie Jenner is asking what we're making. We're making an apple and fruits of the forest pie.
Yes. So we're just waiting now for the stew to stew, and then we can taste whether we need more sugar. And Mr. Suggett from Littlehampton is live on the phone. At least he was live when he picked it up, but he could fade by the end of it. What is your favourite after dinner sweet, Mr. Suggett?
Oh, that's a tough one. Very tough one.
Yeah.
I don't really eat sweets, to be honest. I mean, I enjoy them, but I can't say I go and grab them. I do like.
You eat wine gums?
I eat wine gums, but again, not so much an after dinner treat. That's just a snacky treat. Amanda's made some really nice peach cobbler that we're eating at the moment. That's really nice.
Peach cobbler?
Yes.
What does that look like? Describe that.
It's almost like a peach upside down cake.
Oh, okay. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. I don't think it will last to the weekend though, so I probably won't be able to bring any along on Saturday.
No, don't worry. Would you have that with cream or custard?
You can do either. I'm just eating it just as a cobbler on its own, personally.
Right, nice cobbler.
Yeah. But yeah, just cream, custard, anything like that would work. At the moment, we're experimenting with a lot of things as well to try and find different things that we can do.
What was that thing that you had on your show? Because I was only halfway through your show and I missed the beginning bit.
It was a viewer who recommended it from what he made. It was a broad bean and mint hummus.
Oh, hummus.
Yes. Yeah, so it was really nice actually. Not many people, or broad beans can be a bit funny with certain people. My wife can't stand it. But mixed up in a hummus with a bit of sesame oil, sesame seeds and chilli and mint. It made it really nice and refreshing. And I got some cucumbers out of the greenhouse and made a bit of like a crudité with it so I could dip the cucumbers straight into it.
Colonel Craig Ratty says treacle tart is his favourite, and I couldn't agree more. That is very nice. Treacle tart. And Ramibu says, because of the lack of pastry, you could also make a rustic apple tartlet. Basically, an apple pie without the dish. You've got to use the dish, though, because I went out and bought it especially, so we're going to preliminarily use it. But basically, an apple pie without the dish, just fold sides up around the apples and leave the centre open. Ah.
Michael Thornley says, for the next challenge, make a souffle in the van on Julia's driveway. Now, souffle is particularly renowned to be difficult, isn't it?
I think that's what it's got to rise, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't want to open the door at the wrong time because it'll just flop down, if I remember rightly.
We cook that quite often here.
You what, sorry?
We cook a souffle quite often here.
Oh, do you?
Nice cheese souffle, yeah, we get it to rise every time.
I reckon it might need to be the two Richards for the souffle special.
We'll have to do another cooking show down at your place.
Yeah.
Bring the gear over. What else does people like? Rhubarb and custard, says Archie Jenner, which sounds lovely. I like a bit of rhubarb. Of course, if it's fresh rhubarb, when is the best time to get rhubarb?
May.
Is it? May? It comes up that early?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it comes up that early. You could some varieties you can get in April, but certainly by May, June, July, you'll be harvesting rhubarb and lots of it. You only need one plant, and that'll be plenty.
Oh right. Oh okay. Sean James Cameron famously sent me some rhubarb into the show, and sadly it died. But that's because I didn't look after it.
I'm sorry.
I reckon these are done.
Do you reckon they're done?
I reckon they're ready.
Wow.
Nice and floppy.
Oh, excellent. Apples must be ready by now, says Jackie. So there you are. Lemon meringue pie, says Anne Wright. Force it to that rhubarb, says force it to that rhubarb.
Oh, you can force it to.
He's talking about forced rhubarb, which is where you put like a dustbin over a rhubarb crown, and it forces some very sweet pink rhubarb stems, which come along a bit earlier. It was what started the rhubarb revolution, because before that they weren't very palatable. And they discovered this forcing technique, and all of a sudden people like rhubarb.
Ah, right. We are ready now to roll out the red carpet.
Let me give this a little wash up.
So we're going to go and retrieve the, what did you call it, the pastry. Are you all right on the phone there for a mo, Rich?
Yeah, I'm fine if you're all right with me holding on.
Yeah, no, it's nice to have the extra voice, the voice of comfort. I've got here a rolling
Voice of reason, you mean?
Oh yes, the voice of the voice of reason. I've just got to do a quick task. Don't know if you can see down there. One of the important things, of course, is to keep the home fires burning, and some logs going into the sea, as some people call it, the Essie.
Flour the rolling pin, yes. Good call, Jackie.
I actually use oil on the rolling pin.
Oil?
Oil.
Oil.
Yeah.
Good oil.
Because the reason I use oil is that when you're rolling it out and you're using flour, it can sort of add more flour to the pastry.
Oh, I see what you mean.
True.
So it keeps yeah.
I've floured it now.
We've floured it now.
Yeah. You do what you want to do. I'm just saying. Well, that's
No, it's a good idea.
No,
Good to bear in mind for next time.
Yes, absolutely.
Good for next time.
I have every confidence and faith. Have you tried this, by the way?
I've dipped my finger. I think it could do with a little bit more sugar. Just a little bit. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a sweet tooth. Promise, Gov.
I was going to say, the stewed fruit, it's worth trying it and treat it like the sugar's like a seasoning.
Yeah.
I'm not putting too much in. I've got to keep fit, you know.
Yeah. I mean, most of those fruits are quite high in sugar anyway, so it probably tastes quite sweet.
There's a lot of flour on there.
Yes, I know.
No, I didn't realise whether you knew or not.
No, I did know.
Do you want something to put it in?
But there's not a lot I could do about it. Oh, yeah. I could just put it in my hand and then put it back in the thing.
No, don't do that, because it'll be dirty then.
All right. I'll keep some on the side in case you need any more.
Yes, that's true.
For dusting. Sorry, Richard. Sugget.
Right. It's time.
But remember, there's two Richards. There's Richard Sugget, Richard Vobes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's very confusing, isn't it?
Right. So we are now going to take our minuscule meatball. Hope I got the right one out of it.
Wait, I've got to try something. Ready for this?
Yeah, I did see a bit of a puff, but we're not making puff pastry. So, I'm just going to take a bit more of that off because it's so dry, that stuff. Okay. Spotted Dog, it says Lord Thingy. Flour the rolling pin, yeah. Clothed rice pudding.
Clotted rice pudding.
Oh, sorry, clot.
Well, you're just rubbing off.
No, it's there. Honest. I'm a doctor. Do you think it needs to be thinner than that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not funny. You're not funny.
Look, see how that crumbly that is? That's.
Yeah.
We're doing our best, though. Well, it's not
I'm just seen it crumble on the screen. It might have needed just a drop more water.
Even at this stage?
Not when you were mixing it together
When you were mixing it
earlier.
in, when you were mixing it in.
Can I not add it now?
I wouldn't.
Nah.
Stars
Nah.
B
Just
says.
carry on, see how it goes.
There's
Yeah.
a bogey there. Cool. Yeah, there wasn't much in that. There was very little in there.
Stars B says, don't overwork the pastry and try not to warm the pastry up too much as well.
Yeah.
Claude Schwartz is asking for any ideas when visiting Worthing next week. Going to be here for a few days. Anyone else want to answer that? Because we're a bit busy at the moment.
What was that? Where to visit?
Ideas to visit in Worthing.
Oh yeah,
Newhampton.
Yeah.
The pier, obviously. The museum is quite
the
nice.
museum is lovely in the town hall. And the town hall, I meant.
Yeah, there's a few parks to have a look at. Where else would you go in Worthing?
Denman's Gardens.
Oh yeah, Denman's Gardens.
Steam Gardens, which is right on the
You
seafront.
could go and watch the volleyball girls on the volleyball thing. If you like looking at over 80s.
There's the Dome Cinema. Cinema.
Oh, that never happened.
Oh, Ramavoo says, I came late so didn't see. Did he get his cinnamon, clove, nutmeg and ginger added to his apple mix? Right, you haven't got any. Oh, cinnamon you've got. You don't think you've got any ginger. I wish I'd thought about it because I've got some at home.
Oh, here's a question for the Veg Grower podcast. I had bought some ginger and it started to flower.
Well, you can pot it up and grow it.
So I've got it in a pot of water. I don't know whether that will make much difference, but it's trying to put a little thing on. What would that do when it grows?
It will. I've actually got some ginger growing in my kitchen. It will put up a sprout, and then it will produce more roots, more tubers or rhizomes, which you can then harvest later on as more ginger.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah, actually, you do have some ginger, don't you?
So this is what we've got. I think this is an island in the Pacific, and the treasure started to be dug here, but it went over some mountains and ended up on this side. Careful in some of these shores.
Stick that in there now.
Is it what, hole?
Yeah, I thought you wanted one hole in there.
Did you say a whole apple, or do you mean chopped up and spread round as solid?
Chopped up and spread around as solid.
Right.
Yeah. Where's the tin?
Here.
That ain't going to go over it, is it? We're a bit short on the pastry. Can we not knock up a bit more quickly? Does that work?
We could.
How long we got? We got an hour and a half. We've got to cook it yet, remember?
We've got this Diddy one that it would definitely do.
Yeah, look at the colour of that though. Be nice.
What you could do, have you got a Yorkshire pudding pan?
No.
Oh, yeah, you could make
you can't do that then.
Oh,
I've got
I know what you mean. I've got.
Yeah, you have. I'm going to give it a wash though.
Show the audience. We got that,
For the crumbs.
but we've got nothing to. Yeah, but the thing is, let's not do that.
No,
because there's no base, is there?
It'd be different if I had my silicon cupcake
Silicon Valley.
holders. You could have popped one in there.
I've just seen the Yorkshire pan come on the screen. What you could do is make little individual pies using that.
Yes, but there's not enough to do a base for them, so they'll just end up with lids, which will look rubbish. Oh, for goodness sake!
Well, no, just do topless ones with base and no top.
Oh, I'm going to start again. I'm going to get a bit of water in here. I'm going to make this work because nothing much has happened. All the lady cooks out there are going, "Oh my God, what's he done?"
How much flour and butter did you make it out of?
110 grams of butter.
No, 25 grams butter, 25 grams lard, and 110 grams of flour.
Yeah, I normally do about twice that when I make it.
What, of the flour?
This is so crumbly.
Yeah.
Or and the butter and lard?
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh.
Well, it's just so crumbly. I'm just gonna, and then I can just add more. Now that's better. Look at that. That's more like the bread that I make.
Don't overwork it, remember.
Well, what happens? It's not going to rise because it's plain. There's no yeast. I don't understand. What do they mean by that?
I don't know.
No, if you won't overwork the pastry, it does become a bit sort of crumbly and a bit sort of dry,
too
I guess,
compressed,
would be
maybe.
a good term.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's complaining. Pastry's being worked too much.
Who's complaining?
Simon is saying pastry's being worked too much.
Shut up, Simon.
We're doing our very bestest.
This is live in front of you for your entertainment, and you know we would normally be sitting in front of our telly, bored out of our heads, but tonight, for your fun only, we're making a right cock up, and why not?
Sean James Cameron says Morrison's don't close till 10 p.m.
No, that's true. Where's that pastry we ordered? Look, that's better, isn't it?
Jackie Lowe says, has anyone got any Play-Doh for Richard so we can take the pastry from him?
Look how
I'm
good
looking, I'm looking.
Look, that is beginning to look good. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, as Clarkson would say, I've got a better idea. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, blimey. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Eat your heart out, Mrs. Worthington. You still alright on the phone there, Rich?
Yeah, no problems.
Cool.
Just watching it come together now. It's looking a lot better.
You've only
Pastry.
got that old garlic.
Oh, garlic?
Not garlic. It's ginger, haven't you? Only the old ginger.
What do you mean the old ginger?
The one that you had on the window.
The stem?
Oh.
No, the fruit, the root.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only ginger. What, you want a ground ginger?
Yeah.
Haven't got any ground ginger.
Never
Is it
mind.
none in all that lot?
No, I've looked. I added cinnamon.
Excellent. I don't normally know what. This is the thing I need
I like herbs and spices. I do. I like having a nice
never-
variety.
Exactly.
Sorry, but I don't know what the accent was all about. There's enough for a whole turnover, says Jackie.
I'm turning it over now.
You want your pie dough to be a little crumbly, as that is what makes a flaky crust, says Ramiboo.
Yeah, this might be, instead of short crust, it might be very long crust. Oh.
Steady on, steady on.
I know, this is... how are we doing?
It's looking good.
There is tension here. This is a bit like the old Generation game. Do you remember that?
Nice to see you nice.
Life is the name of the game, and I want to play the game with you. Boom, 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 boom. Live.
Chaffinch is saying, can a woman phone in?
Yes,
Of course
yes.
we're allowed to phone
Yes,
in.
of course. A woman can phone in. Rich?
Do you mind stepping inside, darling?
Yep, no problem.
Lovely.
You take care, guys.
And you, love
Thank you for your help.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Let's get that woman on the phone. Right, I don't do... We may just have to float this on the top.
Floats on the top. What? I was pointing at the number.
Yeah, there's no way. There's just never enough pastry to begin with. I never knew...
Oh dear.
Oh. It's got rickets. So who was that who's going to ring in?
Chaffinch.
Chaffinch. Come on, Chaffinch.
Give us a call.
Chirp your way to us now. Tell us what we're doing right. We
Or
know
wrong, I guess.
we've done a lot wrong.
Always.
We just need your encouragement.
Oh, steady.
Got to get it off this thing yet. It's not exactly round.
Michael White says, I feel like a woman but can't catch one.
What
Man, I feel like a woman.
do they feel like?
Womany?
Oh yeah, womany. Right. That's as
Too thin pastry, says Bernie.
It's as thin as I can get it to cover what we've got.
I think we're just going to have to give up on actually having it cover it.
Yeah, shove the stuff in there.
Gladly.
And I'm going to try
About time, mate.
and very carefully whip this
I'm
off.
going to move you over just slightly.
What happened to Chaffinch? I thought she was ringing in. Was it Chaffinch?
Yep.
Or Magpie?
Run out of credit. Ah.
Oh, we got rid of Suggett just for that. Never mind, anybody else can give us a ring, 079347.
Any other ladies want to give us a ring? Even up the odds a little?
So, we've got some sort of pastry. Pastry, it's the name of the game, and I want to play the
Hey,
game with...
steady on with that.
Oh, sorry.
Mate.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
At least we've got some cream to go with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap, we have got pastry.
Fluffed it all up.
And so, are you ready for this to cover it?
I
Tell
guess.
the lovely ladies and gentlemen our wonderful
Slide
mixture. A
on
bit
one
higher.
side, me.
Yeah, there we go. Right, this is how you lift pastry.
Jackie Lowe can't watch. She's frightened now.
Hey, look, that's almost over it.
Almost.
Yes. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, after the break, we've run to Morrison's. Got some apple pie. You will better see. Could have been any old supermarket, of course.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Oh.
What's happened there? Look.
Yeah. You know.
Now, before that goes in the fridge, let me angle the camarade so we can sit. It's not going in the fridge. Beg your pardon.
In the oven.
So, on my Essie.
Have a look down there. Down, 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 down,
Down,
down, down, and out. You don't have to sit around.
So, on the Essie, ladies and gentlemen, the temperature here is very hot. That is all it says.
It's ever such an accurate gauge, you know.
And in it goes. And there it is.
The pastry has landed, says Cragratty. Next week it's beans on toast, says Simon. I hope it's not a very deep pie, or you aren't going to have enough hours left in the show to bake it now.
No, it's
not very
it's
deep.
not
at
very
all.
deep at all. Don't worry about that. I think we both can sit down for a moment now, don't you?
Please.
But before you do, oh no, it's all right. It's we can zoom in a bit. We are a bit low in the
They've almost
scene,
made a
but
fruit cobbler. Yep, we've definitely cobbled something.
we've cobbled it all together. To be continued. Next week, it's beans on toast. Thank you very much. Boiled egg.
I already read that one.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Any custard? No, we're going to have cream. For God's sake, we're not going to make custard. But it'd be interesting to make custard from scratch on another show.
You didn't egg or milk the top.
Are we supposed to
Good
milk
point.
or egg it?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, shall I use up the little bottle?
yeah. The lovely Julia will now milk the top with some egg.
That's already boiling hot. Pass me a quick, over there.
Pass me a quick. Here's
Yeah.
a quick.
I need a quick, thank you. Close that, keep it hot. Can I put that up there? Can you? No, it can't be seen there. Oh, it's alright. I'll go there. Okay. You don't actually have a pastry brush, do you?
No, but I've got a shaving brush somewhere.
That you've never used for shaving.
No, I just use it for
I know.
the
You've given it
pastries.
to me before to use for this same thing.
Show the lovely audience the pastry brush. But you have to be careful with that because this is quite tender and
Yeah.
that's quite bristly.
I'll be very, very gentle.
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah, she's very, very gentle. Do give us a
Yeah,
call on
they're
0793 4746 790. The number will cost you £400 a second, but it's well worth it. You get to talk to us live
For what it's worth.
for what it's worth. We will be sampling this apple and blackberry and fruits of the forest pie not too long in the future. It's coming up to 5 past the hour here in the UK. It could be a different time where you are. You should ask for donation. Donation. Add sprinkled
Good
sugar on the top. Good one.
I like your thinking.
Maybe some cinnamon as well.
Oh yes. Some more cinnamon.
Join us tomorrow when we will be fat slobs, having had all the sugar and stuff. Oh, that looks nice though.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't cook correctly, it's going to taste all right. No badgers were harmed during the making of this. At least.
No, it's a body brush, a body shop brush. So
Oh yes, it's a body
it should
shop.
be humane. One would hope.
Yeah, they were plucked individually by a very caring person wearing a suit. Are we putting this back in?
Yep, yep.
Because we've got to get the cooking done. What did you do with the lid to the...
I washed it to put back on.
Oh, well done. Cool beans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, could you just tilt the camera down a fraction? Yeah, lovely. There you are.
You're just washing up.
Oh, she's just washing up. This is wonderful housemaid.
Ow!
Oh, you alright?
You're going to get an hour in a minute.
Was the water hot?
Yes, it was. It's
Oh.
Essie hot water.
It's Essie hot water, yes, of course. The water in this house, since I've had the Essie, by the way, is extremely hot. As long as you've got the Essie on for a couple of hours beforehand. So,
Look at the beautiful new colour of that wooden spoon.
it's lovely, isn't it?
It's a nice shade of purple.
I am not sure, says Deborah Martin, it matters about the egg wash. I think filling may bubble and colour the top. Oh, let's hope so.
I did accidentally swipe some of the fruit juice over the pastry as whilst putting the milk on. So, yeah.
Jackie Lowe says, do you remember, Richard, saying he wanted to film more things with drama and hints of danger? I think he's nailed it, she says. Yes,
By Jove, I think he's nailed it.
probably nailed it. Also, ferrets. Yeah, we could have cooked ferrets. Colonel Crograti says, will you be bringing Vobes pie over by Thursday? I don't think it's going to last that long. If we don't even know if it's going to be edible yet. Is that a shaving brush? Yes, that was a shaving brush. This has been a close shave production, and cheers to you all. So, just to remind you, all the videos will go back into Wednesday's show, 8 o'clock UK time. And also, you don't have to do the washing up now, by the way.
I've done it.
Oh,
Done.
come and perch.
Do you need another log in the fire? Nope.
No, should be all right.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Oh, wait. Let's clean this up while we're here. While we're at it, eh?
Yes.
Let's not stab my own self with the arms.
Oops.
I would not like to have to go to A and E.
Oh no, not A and E.
A and E.
It's like going to the Army and Navy. The department store. Does the Army and Navy still do their department stores, or is that a thing of the 30s?
What?
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 It's like the wartime kitchen, says Sean James Cameron. I had a lovely chat with Sean James Cameron earlier today, and he's convinced me to get a twin tub and a mangle. So if anyone's got an old mangle, let me know. I'm after a mangle and an old twin tub.
Another thing. And another thing.
And another thing. There's plenty of things. There's one on the floor by your foot, but don't let that worry you.
Oh yeah.
So, yes, so just to remind you, you're watching the Vobes show with the lovely Julia. Here's a phone call. Hello, caller. Bear with me. Need to get the volume up. Hello.
It's me, Mark.
Oh, hello, Mark. How are you, Mark?
I'm enjoying your activities in the kitchen, no end.
Oh, fantastic. Mark English, ladies and gentlemen, joining us.
No,
What?
no,
Burgess.
wrong Mark.
Mark Burgess?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, that's for a
The sender
second,
of the apples.
you sounded like Mr. English.
You did actually, so I did, I was, oh, is it?
So, yes, what do you think of our fun and games?
Yeah, he's brilliant. I think you said you needed to do more cooking shows, and I thought, well, the apples is a challenge, isn't it? So that's why I sent them.
Yeah, and as soon as you sent them, I thought, oh golly, I'm going to have to do something with this. And then I thought, doing an individual film with all the cutaways and all of that would be a nightmare. Far better to do it live and put the...
Getting feedback.
Oh yeah, can you turn your computer down?
Or
Yeah, yep.
Or whatever it is that's got us on it, because of the feedback.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, that's much better. That's lovely. Thank you.
No, I thought, like you said, I thought, is he going to do it live? I thought, no, he surely would just record it, won't he? But when you said you were going to do it live, I thought, oh, well, go for it then, if you want to.
Yeah, it just makes it more fun. People have been part of it, which is superb, and making their comments, which I love. So if everybody is enjoying the novice cooking, the mad cooking shows, maybe we'll do one a month or something, every now and again.
Well, people in the chat seem to be quite liking it, so I think you should, Richard.
Let's have a look, see what the viewing figures are for the show at the moment. According to the thing, we've got 113, more or less, watching, and only 43 likes.
Yeah, I never understand why that's always so low.
It's always as if half the people are too tired to participate.
How long does that need to be in the oven for, anyway?
I would have said 20 minutes.
I usually do it for about 20 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
How long has it been in there now?
Oh, about 10 minutes.
Has it?
Has it?
It probably won't take as long because you've only got a thin crust on it.
Yes, that's true. Would you want to have an inspection?
Right.
The lovely Julia's going off to inspect. The only drawback with this system is I need to get more cameras in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think that was your plan, wasn't it? When things are
oh, it's nowhere near, is it? It's nowhere near.
I sort of like preempted things and sort of brought you into the kitchen a bit sooner than you expected, I suppose.
Well, we've done stuff in the kitchen before, but usually in this sort of cack-handed way. At some point, what are you doing now?
Need turning around, someone says.
You've just taken it out. How do you know
I know,
this?
but I'm assuming I took it out with one hand and put it back in the same...
The thing about the Essie, though, the Essie is different to most ovens because the way the Essie heats up, the air circulates all around it. It's not coming from a single source like underneath with a gas or an electric, because actually the oven is the firebox is on the opposite side, and it sends. So when I was sold the oven, they said you can put things on the top shelf or the bottom shelf. Doesn't make the blind bit of difference. That's what they said.
Well, my auntie that used to work on with my uncle on the farm where because was it Sean or Richard was saying earlier about apples being used for cider.
Yeah.
Well, they used to live on and work on a farm in Collier Street, sort of like to the west of Kent. And the varieties of apples they use there are the varieties that go into the Irish ciders. They actually export the apples across to Ireland to be canned up to come back here as
a traditional Irish. It's a nice Irish cider this here because we've grown the apples in Kent. Because we can't grow them ourselves, you see. That's what it's all about here, over in Ireland.
But my aunt, she used to cook on a range like yourself, and all of her cooking was, really nice. So, and she used to make really weird things like a liqueur out of tea she did for one Christmas, which I absolutely loved. But
I'm sorry,
I can't understand the recipe for it.
Say that again. A liqueur out of tea.
Yeah, tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
Tea.
I can't believe it.
A liqueur.
From tea.
Out of tea.
Gorgeous.
Oh, well, I'll be running to the foot of my stairs. Whatever the phrase is. The lovely Julia has just picked up her, I nearly said ladle then, ukulele.
Yeah.
Ukulele. What are you going to sing for us tonight then?
Oh, I'm not sure about singing at the moment. Well, I could, I suppose. No, I've been learning, I've been trying to learn the beginning intro bit to Stairway to Heaven.
Ah.
Stairway to Heaven, ladies and gentlemen, by the lovely Julia. Take it away.
My sister wants to know, did you get her card, she said, because she was a bit worried it was a bit late.
Who said that?
Chocolate bar in it.
And she said it's got a little chocolate treat in it.
Oh, no, I haven't received that.
Oh, right, maybe it'll turn up in the next day or so.
Yes, I've had a few late, I try to make announcements of everything that comes in.
Oh, yeah, I noticed, I saw you.
Yeah. Well, I think
I
Julia's...
saw my parcel on the side, and I thought he hasn't opened it yet.
Yeah, no, not opened it yet, but I have now, and we're cooking with it. So the lovely Julia's going to give us a song, and then we're going to see if the stuff is ready. So I'm going to say thank you, Mark.
Yep.
Lovely to
I hope
hear
you
you.
enjoy him.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, hopefully you'll see the result.
Yeah. I did send you a wee transfer video of me showing the tree that they've come off.
Yes,
To prove
I
that
saw
they are
the...
genuinely picked from the garden.
I saw the wee
You can show
transfer.
that Wednesday or something.
Yeah, we'll show it on Wednesday if that's okay, because I just can't put it on this system at the moment.
Too awkward.
No, obviously not.
It's a basic
All right,
setup.
then.
Basic setup.
You take care, look after yourself. Thanks for calling.
Okay, lovely.
Take
Bye.
it easy. Thanks for the apples. Bye.
Right, that was Mark. So, lovely Julia. I'm just going to go over to the side.
Let's see how much I can remember of this intro. Probably not very much. Ah, getting there though. It's a tiny weeny bit of it. What's the other one?
Was that it? Was that it?
That's all I've got with the It's a long and complicated little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's the first finger plucking bit that I've ever learnt on the ukulele.
Is there a strumming bit?
Well, yeah, when you get into the song, but that's the intro bit,
Oh, okay.
instrumental intro. But there is another song that I have been looking at. It's very basic. Very basic. We're very basic this evening. While we're waiting for that, we've got another 4 minutes, basically.
Good stuff.
Or 5, actually. But...
Give us a tune. I'm just going to nip to the little boy.
Go on then, you go. Apologise now. I tell myself you don't mean a thing, but what we got no hold on me. But when you're not there, I just crumble. I tell myself I don't care that much, but I feel like I'm dying till I feel your touch. Only love can hurt like this. Only love can hurt like this. Must have been a deadly kiss. Only love can hurt like this. So I wouldn't care if you walked away, but every time you're there, I'm begging you to stay. How does that bit go? I've forgotten. Come close. Oh, when you come close, I just tremble. And every time you go, it's like a knife that cuts right through my soul. Only love can hurt like this. Only love can hurt like this. Must have been a deadly kiss. Only love can hurt like this. Your kiss is burning to my skin. Lost it now. But only love can hurt like this. That'll do. That spent a few minutes, didn't it? Here, have a seat back.
Oh, thanks very much. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely. Thank you so much, Julia.
Basic strumming, but you know, the strumming helps me sing.
I had a sneaky look. It's not quite ready yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to be nicely browned. But there we are. Look, lots of hearts and things are coming up on the screen. So thank you very much for it.
Sean said, and now we go live to Richard on the toilet.
Yes, and now live.
Thankfully, no.
Small.
You had to listen to me instead.
And I've washed my hands. I have washed my hands, just so that you know. I'd hate you to think that nothing was on the go.
Thanks everyone for your applause and stuff. Mwah.
So we're going to need some bowls.
Bowls.
I have a couple of bowls up here.
Excellent.
Here we go. We also need some spoons.
Spoons.
Sorry. What kind of a spoon would you like? Big spoon or a
Big spoon,
teaspoon?
little spoon, cardboard box. I'll have a big spoon. Not that big. So funny.
So funny.
So
We're going to
funny.
need the cream out the fridge.
Oh yes.
Now the thing about this cream, it's not real cream. I'm afraid I blasted the lovely Julia, didn't I?
I'm sorry. I never really looked at the ingredients before on the Elmley stuff. I won't be buying it again.
This says a delicious single creamy taste, but it's not actually cream. It's got it's a blend of buttermilk and rapeseed oil and some other oil, palm oil. I'm giving up.
I can't play spoons. You better.
I'm
You're
giving.
gonna practice.
I'm. You've got to have them back to back for one thing.
Oh, see, what do I know?
Anyway,
I could play my recorder. I've got my
yeah.
recorder
So
with me.
I'm giving up rapeseed oil, sunflower oil, and all of those, apart from olive oil. I was reading something the other day that said originally the seed oils were made for agricultural machinery. And they're not actually very good for you because the process, you'd think it would be okay because it's a natural product, but in order to get the oil out they have to heat it up to a very unnatural heat, and some process happens which makes it not very good for human consumption. That's what I read.
Jonathan Fox says he's outside your front door with the bowl.
With the bowl?
With a bowl.
Is he?
Probably not. But
I'll go and have a look. What, why a bowl?
I'd love it if he is. For some cobbled
Oh, it's
apple and fruit pie. I would love it if he was out there. Liar! Liar! Oh, disappointed now.
Over there.
He said, no, it's a joke. Too late. We found out already.
Swine.
Don't get me hopes up like that. Sorry, stupid accent. It came back again, didn't
Oh, nearly there.
it? It's not a stupid accent. It's only stupid when I do it. Just to
It's-
cover that.
It's bubbling, I think just a tad longer.
Mm. And it does smell lovely in here. It smells fruity and cinnamony.
Because it's going to be so bleeding hot. But
Popeye won't be pleased if you're after olive oil, says Michael White. But
yeah, so that's what I read. Does anybody know any more about that? That rapeseed oil and all of that? Has anybody mentioned it?
diesel engine was originally designed to run on peanut oil.
Oh, right.
And Sean James Cameron is asking which oils again?
It's basically seed oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, palm oil. All of those are no-nos. They're not.
Sorry.
They're not good. But olive oil is a different thing because olive is not a seed.
Deborah Martin says, that's right, Richard. Olive oil or butter only. It's the high temperatures used that makes the vegetable oils so bad.
Yeah, and the trouble with that is you look at ingredients for things and it's in bloody everything. So many things have these different oils, vegetable oils, and I wouldn't feed it to kids. Now, of course, I have fed it to all my kids, and my kids are completely deranged and are now in the mental asylum, as you know, along with their father. But if I was looking for a healthy diet, which I am, I'm trying particularly... I'm not going to talk about COVID per se, but in a time of a virus or pandemic of anything, you would think that people would want to try and better their diet and keep as healthy as possible, to use natural bodies, to use your natural
bodies.
You know, your natural body's defence. And so you wouldn't want to eat all the stuff. I heard this thing in the government. They're trying to persuade youngsters to get the vaccine by having burgers. So they're going to pay for a burger. So in other words, they're giving you unhealthy food so that you get a vaccine, whereas if you stayed healthy, you probably wouldn't need it. Anyway, that's a different thing. My point being is I'm cutting him out. I'm cutting it all out as much as I can, but you try cutting it out from your diet. It's like everything. These oils are in so many things. Processed food. Palm oil, go on, sorry.
I was going to change the subject, but you carry on.
Palm oil is very bad for orangutans, says...
Yes, like I've said, because their forest, the orangutans home habitats get wiped out and then replaced with endless palm
trees. Rusic, how do you pronounce that one? Rusic uric acid in large quantities is bad for people. Is that what's produced as a result of?
I guess so.
Olive oil can be useless at high temperatures as it has a low smoke point. Oh,
yeah,
right,
so it
okay.
can burn off.
But you could use lard, you see. You can use lard. So I started to use lard or olive oil, and I don't use... I've got some vegetable oil, back of the thing. I use it now to use it on my gate for the hinges.
Jason Patrick says, palm oil, Iceland don't do now. And Station Master's Choice says, I prefer gold pressed latinum. Oh, sorry, because Judith said, I use cold pressed rapeseed oil.
Yes, I don't use any of that. Sean James Cameron says, what would you get for a tin of tuna, water or brine? I used to love sunflower oil and tuna. I've stopped that now. I can't bear the taste of tuna in water or brine. So, what do you think?
I reckon that's done.
Better turn the oven off then.
So funny.
Oh yeah, it's crusty.
Somebody asked, you turn, when you go to bed at night, how do you turn the oven off?
You can damp it down. I'm going to damp it down.
Oh!
There you go. I just shut off the chimney. And now it fills with smoke. Do we need a knife?
Just get spoons and point it out.
I've got a knife. Let's be civilised, ladies and gentlemen.
Anything out of the way of the knife?
That is actually quite crusty.
Exciting.
Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. You don't get much... Oh. Because of the fruit has spread, we don't get much fruit. Oh, mine's broken.
No, you have that.
No, you have that one. No,
You have that one.
have it.
You have it.
No, I don't. It's just...
I just wanted to fight.
Oh, I'll give you a fight.
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
Put 'em up. So I'm not going to have any of that cream because of the stuff in it, but you're very welcome because I would like just ordinary single fresh cream from the...
Glass is upstaging the pie, sorry.
Sorry.
Hey. Ta-da.
So, let's get rid of the named... Oh, you're going to have some named product, aren't
You
you?
can see it, look.
Higher? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, focus.
Well, I can tell you. I'm going to try a bit of the crust now. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Perfect timing, though. Only an hour and a half. What do you think?
Still quite tart.
Are you having cream?
I'm going to have a bit of cream.
The crusty...
This look nice now, Morrison open still, get better cream.
That's true. Well, they've only got... No, they're closed. They close at 9.
Oh yeah. They do and all.
The pastry tastes nice. It really does.
Done alright.
This is actually quite encouraging. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Sean says, they were so quick I didn't see the switch.
Stop it.
Cheeky.
That is delicious. There's not that much sugar content in there. We didn't put that much sugar in.
No, but it could have had more sugar and it would
Well, not
still
for me.
been okay.
To me, that's perfect.
Oh, for me, it could have had some more sugar in, and I could have actually chucked another spoonful of blinking cinnamon in there.
Yeah, the cinnamon. Maybe put more cinnamon. What was the other things? Nutmeg.
Nutmeg, clove, and ginger is what was suggested.
Custard would have been good.
Don't try so hard to pretend it's nice. It isn't bad.
It isn't.
It is tart.
Mine's not tart.
No, it's because I have a sweet tooth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you see, I'm trying to cut as much sugar out of my diet as I physically can. So, this is really good. I would definitely make this again.
Michael Thornley says the Vobes Pie Nobi.
The Vobes Pie Nobi. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Sorry we're eating and you're not. If you would like to come and be a guest on the show and cook with the Vobes, cook a meal on the Essie, it is cramped in the kitchen. It is mayhem and chaos. I will try and get a second camera in here and do things a bit better. Give me a month or so. But you'll be very welcome. If you'd like to give it a whirl, let me know. Send me an email, richard@vobes.com.
richard@vobes.com. I tried to copy
Lovely Georgie.
the Lovely Georgie. You heard it then. I just lost it. I could never.
But that is really nice. I do a mean corned beef pie. Corned beef, as long as it's not in a tin. I can't eat corned beef out of a tin anymore because of the processed stuff in it. Make double the pastry next time, says Kerry Baldwin. Definitely will. I might do 3 times as much. Are you doing crumble next time or jam sponge? Well, I think we should alternate between the main meal or and a sweet. I have to say, I'm definitely
He's having some more.
going to have some more of this. This was delicious. Mark Burgess, thank you so much. Thanks for calling in. But that is lovely. I really am enjoying it.
I've got it.
Those dentures of yours, they can get through that all right, can they?
I take very good care of my
I'm only
teeth, so
joking.
shut up.
I'm only joking. My teeth are not...
I know, I'm just kicking back because I've
Lemon drizzle
got a bit
now.
more confidence in kicking back since I had that alcohol on Friday.
Yeah, I noticed. Lemon drizzle cake. You like lemon drizzle?
I love lemon drizzle cake. Yes, good idea.
Jeff and Mandy said they enjoyed watching the two of us doing the fruit pie. Blackberries are in season here in London, so maybe blackberry pie next. Well, it's got blackberries in it, definitely. It's got blackberries and all those flutes of the florist. It's compulsory to stick your tongue out when you've eaten red fruits. Very different
Maybe you
show.
want to finish it.
Well done, very refreshing. And there we go. Berry cobbler, Richard Vogue apple tart. I would buy. Superb. This is delicious. I am thoroughly enjoying it actually. Despite the lack of pastry, we got through it. So
It's just enough pastry, you know. Pancakes next, maybe.
yeah, flipping pancakes.
I'm good at flipping pancakes. Oh, I've just said it now, haven't I? That was stupid. That means I'm going to land them on the ceiling.
I've got a very low ceiling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I've got some washing up to do and clearing up and tidying up whilst the lovely Julia plays on her flute.
What? You've got cleaning up to do while I play on my flute.
On your lute.
A lute.
Accompany some music. Well, you'll be heading off, but there you go. Thank you so much.
Take care, everyone. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Whoa.
I'm afraid there's no musical outro. There's no finessing our goodbyes. But we'll be back on Wednesday. There's a jolly Vogue show for you, a Board Explorer for you to watch tomorrow. Can't tell you what it's about. The pies.
Kidding. Obviously.
Put this on Channel 5, I say. British television is best. Thank you very much. It's all a bit nonsense. Anyway, there we are. Help Richard. Give a donation so he can buy some pastry. No.
Did you already read that one, Michael White one?
Let's read it out.
The pie is the limit.
Oh, the pie's the limit. What I need now is a nice cup of tea.
Good idea. Let's put the kettle on.
Thanks to Judith for moderating throughout and making sure that everyone's behaved themselves. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to the phone calls, Mark Burgess, Richard Suggett, Sean James Cameron. Appreciate the input. Shame many ladies didn't ring in with their advice. Thanks to Linda Kane for reminding us to flour the whatever it was. And thank you for watching. Thank you, Julia, for coming in.
Sorry, Ramaboo too just had to say it. Sat on a ferret the other day.
Sat on a ferret the other May. Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret the other day. Sat on a ferret in the month of May. Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
Sat on a ferret.
There we are. From us to you. Goodbye.
Bye.